Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A very good morning. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Salam, peace, shalom, regardless of what you call it. This is what we miss in Palestine. This is what we miss in the Middle East. This is what we are struggling for 7.5 decades. We've been struggling and fighting to achieve salam, to achieve peace, and to achieve shalom. Dear Secretary General, Mr. Kim Solomon, Ms. Janice Leong, Regional Director, dignitaries, students, media community, participants, let me greet you all with Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. First and foremost, let me express my profound appreciation and gratitude on behalf of the State of Palestine, its government, and its people for inviting me to participate in the works of the 4th Global Peace Summit 2025. My thanks go to all organizers for their joint efforts to make this summit a success, with high appreciation for the ongoing efforts rendered by the respected UN agencies for their vital role and support at these critical hard times. I don't like to read through the paper, which my office and I prepared. Reading out a written message doesn't reach the hearts as when you talk directly, heart to heart. And allow me today to share with you my feelings, especially when we in Palestine, reaching almost 16 months, where we've been under fire, where the Israeli genocide and massacre continued against 2.3 million Palestinians who were suffering the Israeli siege for 16 years. And the international community failed to lift the siege, to enable the very basic humanitarian needs to reach Gaza and Palestinians in Gaza. As of we are talking today, I'm sure you all know that negotiations are going on in Doha with efforts from the US administration, Egypt, Qatar, Hamas, and Israel. They are trying negotiating to put an end to the suffering of Palestinians and Israelis, regardless of who is responsible of what had happened on the 7th of October 2023. But the bill was too high as a result of what had happened. History never started on the 7th of October 2023. Since 1948, when Israel was created, when we were at that time under the British mandate, British colony, an international community at that time decided to create Israel. Our catastrophe as Palestinians started. And we have been fighting the Israelis, and the Israelis are fighting the Palestinians. We tried our maximum to throw them in the sea. They should not exist. And they are trying now to throw us out of our own territories. And they will never succeed. War is not the solution. Peace is the only solution. But the very important question is, how can we get to peace? How can we live in peace? Peace is a joint effort. Peace becomes a result of negotiation, and negotiation usually held between enemies. We and the Israelis are responsible of achieving a comprehensive peace treaty to enable our future generation to live in peace and enjoy peace. Israel decided to have peace treaty with Egypt 50 years ago in Camp David. And after 5 decades, if you ask the Israelis and the Egyptians, have they achieved peace? Are they enjoying peace? I'll tell you no. Because peace treaty was signed between 2 governments. But the peace treaty never reached the 2 nations in Israel and in Egypt. Israel decided to have peace treaty with Jordan. Late King Hussein signed a peace treaty between Jordan and Israel. Did peace reach Jordanians and Israelis? And I'm telling you no. Because if you go to Amman and ask any Jordanian about peace, he will feel ashamed talking about peace. The Israeli leadership believe that they can normalize diplomatic relations with some Arab and Muslim countries. Will that achieve peace for the Israelis? I'm telling you, no. Peace only can be achieved when the Israeli government and the Israeli people recognize the Palestinian rights in an independent Palestinian state according to the international law and international UN resolutions, which has to be implemented sooner or later, were 1967 border, when Palestinians accepted to have a state in 22nd or 22% of historical Palestine. This is the maximum that any Palestinian can accept. Without recognizing the Palestinian rights, Middle East will continue to suffer, and international community interests in the region will suffer. My message to you all, and through you all, continue to support peace, because peace is the choice. Remember the 150,000 Palestinians in Gaza who are suffering because of no peace have been achieved in our region. Remember that Gaza Strip, which is a very small geography, I don't know how many of you know the geography of Gaza. Gaza is 10 kilometers times 40 kilometers, less than 400 square kilometers, the highest populated geography on earth. 2.3 million live there. But during the last 6 months, every single square meter in Gaza was a target. The whole education system in Gaza collapsed. The whole health system in Gaza collapsed. The whole infrastructure, when 1.9 million out of 2.3 million citizens in Gaza became either homeless or living in a tent, became homeless because the Israeli government decided to let them suffer, hungry, thirsty, and they are in total innocent Palestinians. When Benjamin Netanyahu and his government decided to invade Gaza to counter Hamas, because they held Hamas responsible of the 7th of October attack. But majority of those victims, almost 75% of those who were killed or injured in Gaza, are women and children. For sure they are not Hamas. Did Benjamin Netanyahu and his government achieve any of his objectives in Gaza? I'm telling you, no. He did not achieve any of his objectives in Gaza except destroying, damaging, leveling Gaza to the ground. Will all of that achieve peace? No. Peace only can be achieved if we and the Israelis are convinced to work hard for peace. If the international community support us to achieve peace. If we can implement all those resolutions which were taken in favor of achieving a peace settlement in the region. All in all, let me just conclude by saying Middle Eastern can enjoy peace only when the international community recognizes the Palestinian rights to live similar to any other nation around the globe. Live in peace, enjoy peace, and implement resolutions which were taken in favor of achieving a comprehensive peace settlement. With that, again, I do thank the organizers. I do thank all of you of giving me the chance just to re-emphasize the Palestinian cause, where I encourage you all to help us to achieve peace. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.